Good day, Mustangs. Thanks for joining us. It's Friday, October 30th, 2020, and the day before Halloween, and I'm Ethan Moore. In the headlines, Red Ribbon wraps up today. FSA cross-country runners head to state. Mrs. Duziel wins yet another National Educator Award, a return of the senior spotlight, and the clocks go back this weekend. But first, join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for our top story. After a week of showing support and commitment to being drug-free, Red Ribbon Week wraps up today. To close off the week, it's dressed like a superhero as students and teachers become their own heroes. Yesterday, it was Team Up Against Drugs, and as we all remember, Wednesday was all about waking up to drug awareness, and FSA on campus and virtually got to show their commitment by wearing their PJs. Secondary teachers also wanted to add to the celebrations with the Door decorating contest hosted by FSA Red Cross Club. Teachers worked with their homeroom or first period class to theme their doors to reflect a witty portrayal of being drug-free. The winners will be announced next week. Jeremy Anderson, class of 2022, finished in 4th place, while Austin Gardner, class of 2023, finished in 7th this past weekend at the Georgia Independent Schools Association Regional Meet. Austin, a former middle school state champion in track and field, is not new to state championships. While FSA will not have a team in the meet, both have qualified to run and compete as individuals at the GISA State Championship set for next month. It will be Jeremy's first time competing for FSA, and as a Mustang athlete, join us next week for highlights and updates on winter sports tryouts. Mrs. Duziel has been selected as the Class Noble Educator of Distinction by the National Society of High School Scholars. This recognition calls out those who serve as a role model to pupils. Mrs. Duziel was nominated by a student for outstanding dedication and commitment to excellence in the profession. Each year, student members of the National Society of High School Scholars are invited to nominate the educator who has made the most significant contribution to their academic career for the Class Noble Educator of Distinction Award. This is an honor that is received by exemplary educators whose passion and devotion inspire their students to grow up and develop as scholars, leaders, and citizens. The long-awaited Senior Spotlight is back, as the process of shining the light of our class of 2021 student kicks off. Today's Spotlight features none other than Calissa Green. Here's more.
Her stride and confidence on and off the court has a strength and easiness about it that certainly tells her story. Calissa Green is always thinking ahead, whether it is her next shot on the volleyball court, attacking the workload of one of her 4 AP classes, or completing her college applications. She told Mustang News that to keep the balance, she has daily schedules and organizes her deadlines and games on her calendar. She admits it's not easy, but shares once it becomes a habit, it is easier to juggle everything. She shares that keeping focus is key, adding that her advice to other students is to remain focused on their schoolwork and always give their best effort in whatever they set out to do. When asked about her biggest challenge this year, she shared, "The most challenging thing for me to deal with in 2020 is the strife in the world around us. Today, with the pandemic and the Black Lives Matter movement, I deal with this by continuing to educate myself about these issues by reading and watching the news." Calissa attended FSA Middle School and then left for 9th and 10th grade. She came back to FSA as a junior and has not looked back.
It's the day before Halloween and also the dawn of the weekend when the clock goes back an hour. Don't forget to register this change come Monday morning when you lose that hour of sleep. On Sunday, November 1st, daylight savings will take effect. It generally means that you will get an hour more of daylight in the mornings as winter approaches. With the clocks going back this weekend, it is certainly a signal that the cooler season is rolling in. According to the Weather Channel, the highs will be in the 60s today and the weekend as well. Looks like it will be cloudy, but no rain on Halloween, which extends into Sunday with highs again in the 60s. With lows dipping into the 40s for today and tomorrow, but watch, it will be in the 30s on Sunday night. In today's quote of the day, and in the midst of Red Ribbon Week, we would like you to keep in mind what it takes to be someone who can lead by example. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, a leader in her own right, was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the United States from 1993 until her death last month and was nominated by President Bill Clinton. She had this to say about leadership. Fight for the things that you care about, but do it in a way that will lead others to join you. What's Friday, the end of the week, without a laugh to lead us into the weekend? Staying with the Halloween theme, Mustang News asks, what is a ghost's favorite fruit? Blueberries. Mustang News will always try to do the best to help keep everyone in the FSA community safe. We do this by reminding you to always wash your hands or use an alcohol-based sanitizer, wear your mask, and please, keep your distance when walking up and down the stairs, hallways, and inside the building when you are on campus. Sometimes we forget, but it is super important that you try your very best to keep that distance. Before you leave home, check your temperature, and if you are feeling sick, stay home. If in doubt about any symptoms or procedures, check COVID updates on the FSA website, and please, review FSA's protocol. Okay. Stay safe and healthy, Mustangs, and join us again on Monday for another edition of Mustang News. Don't forget, you can catch Mustang News 3 days a week now, and stay tuned as we welcome a brand new anchor in the studio. I am Ethan Moore, and remember, Mustangs, we are #stronger together.